save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Na, 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 na. There goes the neighborhood. No, sorry, I had to do that. Okay, that was I was gonna do a whole acapella set, a body count, but then I realized that if I speak the body count lyrics, more than likely I will probably get canceled from this channel. Yes, I can't sing body count songs. Like that's can't be done. That would be wrong. Okay, people be looking at me like, no. Okay, listen, just look up the body count lyrics. Okay, there's a reason why I can't sing the body count lyrics. All right. So anyway, so I do apologize. Yes, maybe someday in the future I will do a whole acapella series of just body count songs. Okay, we can do all the classics. Now I have some packages. I got some packages that I need to unbox. I will tell you that I have been kind of being very picky lately on my purchases. I'm like, if I don't really need it, I'm not gonna buy it. I will tell you that lately I have been purchasing more CDs than Blu-rays, 4Ks, and DVDs. Just because I don't know about you, but I mean, comment below. Has there been a lot of physical media that we need to run and get? Has there been a lot of physical media I need to run and buy right now? You know what I mean? It's like I'm looking at the list. I have this Blu-ray release list that I go by every single month, and I'll go through the complete month, and I'll put in a little box each. I do like a little note of all the stuff I want to get, and then sometimes I'll go on Amazon. I'll pre-order the things that I think are gonna disappear, and then if there's a Arrow release or a Vinegar Syndrome release or whatever, I'll go directly to the website and see what's going on. But after watching all of my classic favorite YouTubers, okay, I'm looking at the releases, and I'm like, a lot of upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K. A lot of like quadruple dipping, if you may say. I want to say what it is, because there's some stuff that's coming out that literally I had on DVD, okay, and I had on VHS. Then I got on DVD. Then there might have been a special edition of the DVD, and then there might have been a super special edition of the DVD, and then there might have been a Blu-ray release, and then there's a super deluxe Blu-ray release, and then maybe there's a steel. Listen, it's just going to be too much. I mean, there's only so many. The one that's popping in my head right now is the movie Witness with Harrison Ford. Now, back as a child, I remember Witness by Harrison Ford coming out on Cinemax, and me really not caring. I remember it come on, and I was like, it's Witness, Harrison Ford, about Amish people, and I don't really get it. I was also a lot younger, so I'm like, I didn't get it. But when I don't, was it Vinegar Syndrome that did the release, or was it Arrow that did the release? Well, whoever released Witness on Blu-ray not too long ago, it came in a nice big box, and I'm a big sucker for packaging. I'm a sucker for packaging, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've never seen the movie before. I'm gonna give it a chance. What would be better than for me not to give it a chance on Blu-ray in this special deluxe packaging with the little book and the lobby cards and all of that crap that I don't need, that I'm never gonna look at. So I bought the Blu-ray release, and then as I'm watching the YouTubers with the releases that are coming out for the next month or coming soon, and I'm like, I don't need to upgrade Witness. Okay, I seen it. It was good, award worthy. Okay, I'll give. Listen, Harrison Ford is the man. Okay, Harrison Ford's always been the man. He's Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Okay, you can't say nothing bad about Harrison Ford. I can't personally, in my heart, I can't think of one thing bad to say about the man. I think I love his honesty. I love how when he does talk shows and they ask him, well, why are you Han Solo again? He's like, for the money. I love that. I love that about him. I love the honesty of that. Yes, listen, he's an actor. He dressing like Han Solo again and getting killed because of the money. He's come right out and say. I think it was on. I don't know if he was on Jimmy Kimmel or on the other guy there. Jimmy Fallon. He was on one of those two, and literally that's what he said. I'm doing it for the money. I respect that. I respect the honesty more than I'm doing it for the art of it all, and I just love the character so much. No, he's sick of being Indiana Jones. He's sick of being Han Solo. And I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of music artists that go up there, and we all want to hear our favorite song by them. And me and my wife went to a concert not too long ago. It was actually, they had Sheryl Crow opening for him. think it was Pink. Went to go see Pink. Sheryl Crow was opening. And then the funny thing is that like 2 months later, we had another concert, and Sheryl Crow was opening for this other person. And you could see, I could see, okay, I could literally see the emotion drop when she had to sing that. I wanna soak up the sun, gonna tell everyone. I could see that she was like, yes, this is the big hit, and here I am singing it for the 450,000th time, and I'm sick of my very own song. If it was written by her, not written by her, I do not know, but there was like a level of intensity until she had to sing that song that everybody expects her to sing, and then she was like, nah, man, this kind of sucks. So I can kind of understand where Harrison Ford might be like, hey, I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, I remember seeing him first. I think it was American Graffiti. He was just like one of the drivers. If the story is correct, and I'm going by, I believe Harrison Ford was it Steven Spielberg or George Lucas's carpenter, and then all of a sudden the director was like, hey, I think I could use this guy, and then all of a sudden he became an actor. I'm pretty sure that's the background story of Harrison Ford, and so I get it. I mean, who wants to be known, like for the rest of your life? Hey, you're not Harrison Ford anymore. You're Han Solo or you're Indiana Jones. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, little. I mean, I'm not an actor, so I don't know how these people feel, but yeah, a little bit. So yeah, I've been buying more CDs lately because I'm boosting up my CD collection. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about physical media because I don't know what's going on with it. It's like I go to my Walmart, it's like a ghost town. You go to Target, there's a tumbleweed rolling down the aisle. Okay, there is, matter of fact, there isn't any DVDs or Blu-rays or 4Ks or anything at my local Target or at the other Target that we go to. There's a couple of Targets that we go to. They don't even have an end cap. They don't have a section. They don't have nothing anymore. They do sell records and CDs there now, but it's few and far between. A lot of that K-pop stuff there. I can't even figure out what K-pop is. I think it's some kind of Asian boy bands. I don't know why they have their own section at Target. I mean, you comment below. Why is K-pop have this big giant section at my Target, and I don't see anybody buying K-pop? Who's buying K-pop? Okay, I know what a cake pop is. Okay, that's usually what my granddaughter will ask for when she's leaving Target. But as far as K-pop goes, no idea. Just it's a big, taking up a lot of space and nothing I want to buy. I walk by it all the time looking for all the new releases. I'm like, where's the new releases? Because sometimes Target has exclusives. I'm looking at the new releases. I'm like, it's all that K-pop group. I have no idea who they are, and the same exact titles are there the week after, and the week after that, and the week after that. Nobody's buying this stuff. So who's the big K-pop fan? Who's K-popping all the time? Who's listening to this Asian boy bands? I want to know. So yes, I've been buying more CD physical media, and I'm under the impression that you guys don't want to see the CD stuff. But I am going to start showing some of it because there is a little bit of a following on YouTube for CD, vinyl collectors and stuff like that. And maybe I'll pique a little interest on the side, you know what I mean? But what they're saying is that I guess the MP3 platform that you get on your Spotify's and your digital services, whatever, your Amazons that you're paying for, they compress it. So you're not getting the actual master sound, or you're not getting the master. There's a big difference between putting your headphones on and listening to a CD or listening to a record as opposed to listening to a Spotify. Or according to them, there's even a thing that I watched some guy, and it was very interesting. Queen, Freddie Mercury. Okay, come on, who in their right mind would even think about messing with Freddie Mercury's voice? But according to the YouTube thing, they showed a side-by-side thing, and they do this thing. I think they call it brick walling it or whatever it is, where they actually auto-tuned Freddie Mercury's voice, so that way, so the deal is, I guess when you listen to Spotify or you listen to one of your services there, I guess when it comes to another song, they keep it all at one pitch, so that way it doesn't go louder and softer. You ever notice that when a commercial comes on YouTube, the commercial might be louder than the person that's actually doing the video? And that's, for you to get drawn in, to catch your attention or whatever. But I guess in the case of Spotify or listening to music, you don't want that, which makes kind of sense, because if you're listening to, let's say, I don't know, Metallica, and then all of a sudden Queen comes on, you don't want that that big loud noise, and then all of a sudden it goes down, and then all of a sudden it goes poof, back up again because you just put on I don't know Guns N' Roses, and then poof, it goes down again because you listen to I don't know Neil Diamond, whatever. So I get it, but once again they're messing with the masters, and we want to hear like the real man's voice. So who the heck wants to hear an auto tuned? I don't want to hear a Post Malone version of Freddie Mercury. Post Malone's Post Malone and Freddie Mercury's Freddie Mercury. I want to listen to Freddie Mercury the way that he sang when he was singing. I don't want them to be messing with his voice. Who the hell? Listen, that I swear when I heard that they were auto tuning Freddie Mercury's voice, I almost felt like well, that's like I don't know, like kicking a sheep in the nuts. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from, and I don't know why I would be kicking a sheep in there. But in general, I'm like, doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like this is an artist that's been around for years and years and years, and now the man's passed away. In order for you to make the thing all compressed and fit into the sound, you're gonna auto tune his voice. So the YouTubers that I've been watching have been straight up endorsing physical media in general. I mean, go out and buy your CDs. Okay, the CDs are gonna. This is the way it's been going, my friends. Look at it. The vinyl's made a comeback. The CDs are still there. They're still there, and they're still selling. I'm buying them. I know a lot of other people are still buying them too. It's a thing. Your CDs can be played in your Blu-ray player. It can be played in your 4K player. It can be played if you don't have a CD player. You can, and you have an awesome surround sound system. You can still listen to your CDs. So it's kind of cool. In the case of me, I usually download my CDs onto. I take them, put them inside my computer. I rip them, and then I put them on my not my iPod, my Sony Walkman, my little portable right here. My little portable Sony Walkman here. I put on this thing, which holds thousands and thousands and thousands of songs. And the cool thing about the Sony Walkman is it takes the actual sound that you are ripping, and then it gives you a whole bunch of options. That Sony Walkman thing that I can put it in record mode, where it actually kind of sounds like it sounds like a record. It has like it got a lot of imperfections in it. Sounds so cool. And then you can change it over to like a dynamic mode or whatever it is, or you can just keep it just like it was ripped right off the CD, and it sounds exactly like the CD. I listened to them side by side, and I've listened to the CD, and I put the headphones on and listen to and beautiful. I mean, granted, yes, if you're going from artist to artist, you might have to adjust your volume control, but who cares? Who cares? So yeah, with that said, I got some packages that I want to open up today, and that's what we're here for. We're here to open packages. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. You guys have been doing great with that. I had like 44% people not subscribed to this channel, and I would appreciate. I would like it to be 100%. If I could get it to be 100%, because this is my gig. This is what I do now. I sit in front of the camera and I unbox things and I entertain you guys and I figure out different ways of doing things. I've been trying to live a few different things with this channel, to try to get a few different kinds of get a different scope of people in on this. You know what I mean? Because it seems like I'm hitting a demographic of like 35 to like 45-year-old people, and all men. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get a little bit more of a demographic, so that way my algorithm could go up a little bit, so I can start making some money. I will tell you that eBay has well, YouTube has started paying me. Okay, I started getting some money, but I will also tell you this is the dark secrets of YouTube. You don't get paid a lot. It goes by how they watch the people that watch the commercials, people that hit the like button, people that hit the subscribe button. It goes by the watch time. If I put on a video and the video is like 2 hours long, if they watch the whole 2-hour video, if they watch 10 minutes of the video, if they watch 15, it goes by all that. And literally, I'm telling you right now, it's dimes. It's dimes. Since this whole monetization thing there, I got to tell you, it's like if I make $100 every almost 3 to 4 months, I'm lucky. It's kind of crazy, and they won't disperse any money until you hit $100. So that's kind of crazy. So yeah, so you can't. You tell me how I'm gonna live on $100 for 4 months with a mortgage, car insurance, and bill. No, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I got some little side scams going. I feel like a teenage boy nowadays. That's what I'm telling you right now. Lately, since I left my job, and I've been on the hustle. I feel like back in the day when I was like standing outside a Shaw's Market and asking little old ladies if I could use my credit card to buy them their groceries and then shop with them and fill up their carriage, take it back to their car. They pay me cash, and I go pay my bills, and I put myself in debt, and, and I mess up my credit, and I claim bankruptcy. Yeah, I feel like I'm back in those days again. Those are exciting days. I'm on the hustle. Okay, literally, if you look up side hustles, try to make some money. There's a whole bunch from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber driving, and YouTube is on one of them. YouTube is on it. The other one is a Survey Junkie. Forget that. I tried that thing, Survey Junkie. Forget that. Literally, I took like 25 surveys and I made $1.18. Okay, that took a lot of my time and I made $1 and change. And I'm like, wow. Because I even asked I asked Meta and I asked Siri. I'm like, hey, how can I make some extra money on the side? And that's what they came up with. Yeah, try Survey Junkie. I'm like, okay, I'll try. I'll give it a shot. I signed up for it. They said it's 100% legit. I'm like, okay, but by the time I reach any money, I'll be dead. I can't live on $1 something every 25. You know how many surveys? And according to the two people, the Google searches and everything, I mean, you can make up to $50 a day, but who's taking surveys from the time they wake up in the morning till the next day? I mean, I probably have to do 24 hours straight of surveys to make $50, and they pick and choose what surveys you could take. You know, like if I don't qualify for that survey, if I don't live in that area, or I don't use that product, or I can't take the survey. So yeah, I'm on a little bit of a hustle. So right now, this channel is what I got going for me. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, subscribe. Especially the like button helps with the algorithm. I'm learning. So I guess the like helps with the algorithms. The subscribe button helps also because right now my subscriber count is down 13 from last month or whatever. There's a whole graph that you try to keep things above whatever, the watch times and everything like that. And right now I'm below. So I'm trying different things. I'm doing toy unboxings. I'm doing CD unboxings. I'm giving you guys information on releases that are coming out or problems that are going on in the world, or what I'm trying for you, and I'm trying for me. You know, this is like, listen, I benefit, you benefit, we benefit together. Okay, if I start making more money, I can also do more giveaways. I can also do more things. You know, I can expand a little bit more. But right now I'm a little bit limited. All right. With that said, thank you so much. Here I go. I have a package here from purple package from Derek Graham. Okay, now once again, let me make this very clear. I purchased all these things. I have been very picky. Okay, so there is not going to be a ton of things coming in. Maybe right now I got 3 over here that I'm looking at. But I've been very picky, and I've been searching and looking for the cheap buys on eBay, or was it eBay and Discogs? Doing a lot of eBay Discogs. Forget about Mercari. There's all kinds of hidden payment things on Mercari. I've stopped Mercari because once you make that purchase on Mercari, you're not just paying the price and the shipping, which is what they show you. There's hidden stuff. Okay, there's taxes and there's handling fees. There's listen, I don't know what happened with Mercari. They started good, but they kind of they're not ending good. Okay, so I've been avoiding them ever since my last purchase because I was like, okay, I won this thing for $16, and then I get the invoice and I go to pay for it and it's like $27. I'm like, it says $16. Oh, but there's a maintenance fee, delivering fee, a fee. Hey, listen, you didn't tell me about this fee before I bought this thing. I wouldn't have bought it from you. I would have went back on eBay and I would have bought it for $15, but I bought it for $16 because it was better quality. And I was like, okay, it's a buck. I'll take it for a buck, but it wasn't a buck. It was literally like $8 more after I was done. So anyway, so yeah, I pay for this stuff myself. Nobody gives me nothing for nothing. Okay, that's the way the world is. All right, so Derek Graham is who I purchased from Covington, LA, and Derek gave me a nice little purple thing here, and it's a copy of copy of Color of Night, starring Bruce Willis and who's the other girl that's in this thing? Bruce Willis and okay. Bruce Willis and Jane Mach. Jane Mach is the girl that's in this. I had this on VHS. Never bothered on getting the DVD because I'll be perfectly honest with you, it wasn't really my cup of tea. It wasn't my cup of tea. It was kind of all right. A lot of people did like this movie. it's kind of become, it has a little bit of a cult following because of the actress in it, and I think it had to do something with a nude scene in it and everything. It was very controversial or whatever because Bruce Willis was so old and she was so young. A lot of stuff going on with this thing. But I'll tell you the reason why I bought this thing is because this is a Kino title. And dude, my friends, listen, I don't know what's going on with Kino titles. As soon as they are released, they are out of print. Don't know why this has been a thing. The movie Daylight came out recently, like 2 months ago, whatever, and I didn't pre-order it. Daylight with Sylvester Stallone about the I believe he's in like an underpass or whatever it is, and all of a sudden the tunnel collapses on him or whatever when they're driving and everything. So he's stuck in his thing trying to he's like a professional get-a-rata person or whatever, a escape artist or whatever. I don't know what he is, but I like the movie, and it also stars his son, the one that passed away, the one that was in Rocky. I like the movie, but I didn't pre-order it. I was like, no, I don't really. I have it on DVD. Not really any reason to upgrade it to this particular 4K. I didn't need a 4K version of it, and I kind of just needed to upgrade it to a Blu-ray. I was kind of satisfied with just getting the cheap version of the Blu-ray. So I'm like, I'll get the $8 version as opposed to the now $80 to $90 version. Okay, yes, I don't know what's going on, but Kino titles, buy them. Okay, listen, I am a collector, and I share with my friends, okay, and that's what I'm trying to do with you guys. If you are a physical media collector, Kino seems to be the one to go after. I mean, Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome and Scream Factory, they'll always be collectible, but for some reason, Kino's making limited, and once they make them, they stop. So this Blu-ray title may get a 4K version later on down the road, but right now, this is what they got. And the only reason why I bought this, because I could have got a real cheap version. There's like a $7 version or whatever. This one I actually paid $30 for, which I figured that was a good shot because, they are going for quite a bit of money online, and you can see that they're progressively getting higher and higher and higher, especially with the flippers on eBay. But this is the only reason why I bought this, because there's another movie called Blaze that I've been eyeballing, which is also a Kino release. But Blaze does not have what this has. This has 2 discs. And one is the theatrical cut, and one is the director's cut. Now, I do believe that when the DVD was released, I believe that you could only get the director's cut, and I don't like when they do that. I like options. I like to see what I saw in the movie theater, so I always go to the theatrical cut. Not only that, is that sometimes when you watch the director's cut of things, it changes the movie, or it makes the movie abnormally long and adds extra things in that we really don't care about. So, yeah, I saw this. The price was low. The price was right. I don't quote the price. I want to say it was around $30 or whatever. I believe it had to be at least 30 because I did a pay in 4 on it, and you can't do a pay in 4 if it's less than 30. So it had to be at least 30, and it's out of print. It's out of print, and Kino, like I said, the prices are going up. So if you are a collector, hang on to your Kino titles. And when the new Kino titles come out, buy them. I mean, if it's something that piques your interest, don't be stupid. I mean, so I'm saying that because speaking from a guy that's been stupid. Spaceballs came out on 4K Blu-ray combo pack. I bought it because it was the 4K Blu-ray combo pack. But in my heart, I'm like, I got the Blu-ray, and then I got the Blu-ray again in the Mel Brooks box set. Do I really need another Blu-ray? Because all I'm going to watch is the Blu-ray, not the 4K. Why do I need the 4K Blu-ray? It's one of those stupid purchases that I made because I was like, oh, I need the 4K. Because what if they do away with the Blu-ray? They ain't going to do away with the Blu-ray because Blu-ray's got all the extras, okay? And people complain all the time about the 4Ks, okay? Everybody's going to complain about the 4Ks. Too dark, too bright, too blue, too yellow, too green, too orange. And nobody complains about the Blu-rays. But nobody's really realized this fact. That not too many people are complaining about Blu-rays. I don't see YouTube videos of people saying I put my Blu-ray in my Blu-ray player and it ain't playing, or I put my Blu-ray in my Blu-ray player and it's too blue, or it's too dark, it's too green, it's too whatever. I don't hear too many of those, but I hear a lot of the 4K complaints. So yeah, Kino title. This thing is out of print, and I figured I'd grab it before it becomes like $200, $300, $400, and then I'm like sitting and having one of those instant regret things. I'm like, geez, I could have got it for 30, and now here it is like $200. Like Airheads, okay? Like Airheads. Those guys, those people that are selling Airheads for $200, $300 on eBay are Airheads, okay? That's crazy. I'm sorry right now. I'm a fan of that movie, but there is no way I am going to dish out almost half the money I pay for my vehicle that I have outside, or a moped or whatever. That over $300 for a Blu-ray. It's gonna come out again. Listen, this is a patience game. I'm telling you that, my friends. This is a patience game. Sometimes you gotta just have some patience, because one of these other companies, if they see the I'm hoping that one of these other companies open their eyes to what eBay is selling and how they're selling it, because you can Adam Sandler, if yeah, he could make a killing right now on a movie that wasn't even like it wasn't his blockbuster. Airheads was not his one of his big blockbusters. This wasn't a Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. This was like he played like almost like a, I want to say cameo, but he was like just he was a what do you call them when they're not the star, they're a supporting character. He's a supporting character in the movie. He wasn't even like he wasn't the main guy. The main guy was Brendan Fraser. But anyway, I'm not paying. Listen, flippers, I'm not paying you $300, $200 for your Airheads, and I'm not paying for your mods. Okay, people, listen. Warning: anything that says mod on eBay, okay, if it's not from a legitimate company like a Paramount Pictures, they do Paramount Pictures Vault. They do a Vault collection, which is like a mod, which is a burn on demand. If it says mod on it and it's on eBay, MOD, big letters, MOD in parentheses usually, it's fake. Okay, what it is a burn-on-demand copy. The people that are selling to you are making thousands and thousands of copies, and they're literally selling them. Like in the case of Airheads, if you see an Airheads, the original one, for going for like $200-$300, they'll be selling theirs on the side of it for like $100. And of course, the little grannies and the young kids and the people that don't know about collecting, they're gonna be like, oh, I want Airheads. I'd rather pay $100 than $300. But no, when you're paying $100, you're getting a bootleg. Probably cost them maybe $3 to make, maybe with the paper to print the cover, with the case and the Blu-ray itself. It probably cost them like $3 to make that Blu-ray that they're now calling a mod, okay, and they're selling it on eBay for $100. Okay, so $3, and they're making $98 profit, 98, 99. No, $97 profit. Well, listen, I'm not good at math. Okay, whatever. I used to teach preschool. That's my thing. All right, so this one comes from Scan Grandma 18 from Gardner, Mass. All right, Gardner, Mass. Let's see here. Sometimes I don't hold these things up high enough. I'm sorry. I get caught up in the action, and I don't hold them up high enough. All right. Copy of it is a copy of. They stuck the thing right there with the banging right there. It's factory sealed. It's Lady Gaga The Monster Tour. Yes, recently Miss Gaga has this video is gonna go longer than what I thought it was gonna go, because I happen to have stories for stuff. Yes, Miss Gaga just released a new album a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I gotta tell you, I saw Lady Gaga open for Britney Spears. Me and my wife, we got Britney Spears tickets because I am a Britney Spears fan. I'm also a Taylor Swift fan, and I'm also a little bit of a Lady Gaga fan now. I will tell you that the first time we saw her, she was opening for Britney Spears. She was a nobody. She was nothing. It's kind of cool for me to say, I saw Lady Gaga, but I saw Lady Gaga before the special, like the super special effects, before the dresses and all the rest. I saw her when she was hungry. Okay, but now she's a big star. She's doing The Star Is Born and big movies. Now she's an actress. She's hanging around Joaquin Phoenix doing Joker movies. Now she's a star. But she released her CD, and the cool thing is that she released her CDs with signed inserts, and I was like, that is. To me, that's really cool for an artist to hand sign like a selective amount of inserts, but not only that, not to hide them. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, I'm releasing them on this day. The first 50 people to this store will get one. The first 50 people to that store will get one. For whatever will get one. And I'm not charging you anything extra for the signed one. The signed one is going to be the same price as you would pay for one from Walmart. And the cool thing is, like Lady Gaga and Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, like I said, sometimes they don't announce these things and they'll just put them in there. I got people, I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube finding autographed copies of Taylor Swift stuff at Walmart. So I'll tell you right now, every time I go to Walmart, I'm right at the Walmart bin and I CD section, and I'm going through every single one of those CDs because I want to be like Charlie Bucket. I want to be the lucky winner of a autographed copy of whatever album by Taylor Swift. I just think that would be cool. But yeah, so I did get the autographed Lady Gaga album, and it caused a whole Lady Gaga chain reaction. I was always collecting her CDs to begin with, but I was missing like 3 or 4 of them, and she does duets with Tony Bennett. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but I bought them. Because I'll tell you right now, they're cheap too. They're also cheap. I got them all used, and I don't think I paid any more than maybe $6 or $5 for each CD. So I figured I'd revisit her live when she was actually the big Lady Gaga. And I'd never really seen a Lady Gaga live. I Got a Lot of Money Now performance. Okay, I saw her, like I said, opening for Britney Spears when she had like 6 or 7 backup dances and no special effects. So that's where this came from. And my last package is from tracked packet from USA packet, whatever the heck this is there. Joanne Williams, and this came from Canada. I'm surprised it got shipped here. Okay, aren't the Canadian people upset with us? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't watch a lot of news. I'm not a political guy, but I do know that every time I go to order something recently from Canada, I have a little bit of fear because I'm like I didn't do nothing to you, Canada, but I know you're a little upset with us right now. But I still want to buy you. I want to buy your physical media. I mean, can you still ship it over here? And then I worry about after I purchase it if it's actually gonna make it into the United States. You know, I get a little worried about that. But yeah, it made it. Whatever this is, it made it. Let's open it. Let's see what we got here. And we have a copy of I'm gonna close with this one and a story. Man, little short story. I'll close with it. And you guys can like, share, subscribe, and comment below and blast me on everything and tell me whatever you're feeling. This is a used copy of the movie. Oh, sorry. The Criterion Collection released a copy of this movie. The movie is called The Big Chill. Yes, it's The Big Chill by Criterion. I have been eyeballing this for a long time. And this is the part where I want all of my people that are around my age or maybe older to start commenting away. I remember as a child when I was younger, this was one of my family VHS rentals. You know, if I know I'm probably dating myself, but back in the day when VHS players were expensive, you know, we would rent a VHS player on the weekend. This was a thing. Yes, we would rent a VHS player on the weekend, and if you rented a VHS player on the weekend at your local rent-a-center or your local Shaw's Market, yeah, the markets would rent VHS players for poor people that couldn't afford a VHS player. And you could rent it for like the weekend, or you could rent it for the week, or you could rent it for whatever. I don't know what it costs because I was real young at the time. But when you rented it, you could also get the movies, and you had the movies for a certain amount of days. Well, this was one that my father would rent numerous times. I think he had a thing for the soundtrack. Supposedly it has a killer soundtrack with a lot of oldies and classic stuff that would have been around my father's era. As far as the movie goes, I don't know, but it's got Jeff Goldblum in it. And is this one Jeff Goldblum in it? I think it's got Jeff Goldblum in it, and I was sold that Jeff Goldblum. Actually, I'll tell you, it's got Tom Berenger in it, Glenn Close. It's a packed cast. Was it? Is that my kids call it a packed cast? Stacked cast, not a packed cast. Stacked cast. Yeah, we got Tom Berenger, we got Glenn Close, we got Jeff Goldblum, William Hurt, Kevin Kline, Mary Kay Place, Meg Tilly, and Jo Beth Williams. Jo Beth Williams from Poltergeist, the mom from Poltergeist. Yeah, if I'm saying these things and you guys don't, I didn't. You know what? It's a stacked cast, but I don't remember any of these people. Yeah, listen, Tom Berenger from Major League, Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction, Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, okay, or The Fly. William Hurt. I'd be digging on that one a little bit. I know Kevin Kline. He was in. When I think of Kevin Kline, right away I think of all of those Monty Python type-ish movies, like A Fish Called Wanda, or Fierce Creatures when I think of Kevin Kline. Meg Tilly, which is from Psycho 2 and happens to be Jennifer Tilly's sister. And it's kind of funny because Meg Tilly made it famous first, and then Jennifer Tilly took over and made it even bigger by becoming Chucky's Tiffany. And then we have Jo Beth Williams, which is the Poltergeist girl. I should have just called it a Poltergeist girl. She was also in the movie Teachers. She's a great actress. And I figured I'm going to give this a shot. You know, maybe I'm that age now where I'm going to understand this. I'm going to wrap my head around this. This is the Criterion Collection. I did buy this used. It is the Blu-ray, DVD. Wait, we got 3 discs here. Oh, so we got 2 DVDs, and 1 Blu-ray. I bought it for the Blu-ray, but I'll take a DVD all day long. And of course, in true Criterion fashion, we have the book. the classic book that I will never read. Let me see. Let me perusal this thing here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 I'm not even gonna read that while I'm taking a dump. Yep. Not gonna do that. Yeah. Speaking of taking a dump, I mean, I'm gonna get a little off topic the other day. My wife got a little. So my wife and my daughters. Was it wife, my daughter, my son? I don't know. They all sitting around, and I said to them, I'm like, listen, the trash barrel in the bathroom has to be dumped because it has a banana peel in it and a rip and cheese wrapper in it. And my wife's initial reaction was like, why is there a banana peel and rip and cheese in the bathroom trash? And I'm like, because I was eating a banana while I was going to the bathroom, and they found that to be very gross. I don't know. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. I was eating the banana prior, and I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. So I brought the banana in there with me, and I happened to have a rip of cheese in my pocket. As I sat down, I was thumbing through my eBay stuff, and I'm like, it didn't even dawn on me that it may be wrong to be eating food while you're taking a dump. I don't know. Just say the wife and kids found it to be a little bit odd, and I found it to be very natural. Matter of fact, I told my wife, I said, if you really think about it, if you turn around on the bowl, you got that whole bowl on top of you there. You know, that's pretty much a table. You know, if I wanted to put a whole lunch up there, I could sit there and literally, like, whatever I'm eating, let's say it's Taco Tuesday, I'm having tacos at Taco Bell, or I'm having like some Chinese food or something, the stuff that literally, like, after you're done eating it, you have instant regret. You're like, oh man, you know, please, you got that food that you know you're gonna have instant regret. Like, as soon as you eat it, it's going to come right out of you. It's going to go right through your body. It's going to come right out. I'm kind of beating the middleman here. Okay, if I'm already sitting on the toilet and I'm eating myself some Chinese or I'm eating myself some tacos or whatever, and I get the urge, it's going to come right out. I'm like right there. I don't. My wife and kids found this to be very odd about me. I don't know. I gotta reevaluate my decisions in life. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I know it's a lot of odd information all at once, and I'm kind of all over the place. But comment below. I mean, let's not focus so much about the me eating while I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, I know that's something that's gonna be. It's the last thing I say, so it's probably gonna be the first thing that's sticking in your mind. You're like, sir, that's disgusting. You're literally going to the bathroom. How can you eat a banana while you're going to the bathroom? I'm like, well, you know, I see monkeys eating bananas and going to the bathroom at the zoo at the same time. And after they're done with their banana, they throw the peel and then they pick up their poop and they throw it at the people. I'm like, that's okay for the monkeys. I mean, why is it okay for me? I'm not touching anything. I walked in with the banana in my hand. What was I supposed to do? Put the banana down on the counter? It would probably get dirty. I wanted to finish that banana. And the rip and cheese just happened to be in my pocket. It was, you know, it was a follow-up to the banana. I went in the refrigerator. I'm like, what do we got here? Wait a minute. We got a banana on the counter, and we got some rip and cheese. There's my lunch for today. And so after I was done with the banana, I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, and I peeled my rip and cheese. Listen, I didn't touch nothing. I didn't touch the toilet. I literally just sat down and scrolling through my thing and eating. Family thought it was a little weird. Anyway, with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Please comment below, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.